General Hospital latest update. Jason's offered a shady way out. Emma fumes over losing her dream gig to Josslyn, and Carly races to stop Lulu from detonating Brooke Lynn's secret. Meanwhile, Sunny eyes a devil's bargain, Tracy plots, and secrets threaten to implode everything. Who's lying, who's spying, and who's next to fall? Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital. Jason's tempting trade. Emma accuses Josslyn. Carly sounds alarm to Lulu. General Hospital spoilers for Tuesday, May 13th, reveal that Jason Morgan will be offered a tempting trade while Emma Scorpio-Drake accuses Josslyn Jax. Carly Spencer will also sound the alarm to Lulu Spencer, so there'll be a lot happening in Port Charles. First, Emma will fume after finding out that Josslyn swooped in and snatched the research assistant gig away from her. It won't be long until Emma vents to Anna Devane and accuses Josslyn of sabotaging her. Although Emma may suspect Josslyn stole her work, Anna will warn that Emma can't make an accusation like that without proof. Emma may vow to get evidence, so that could complicate Josslyn's WSB mission soon enough. Nevertheless, Josslyn will make a vow on Tuesday's General Hospital episode, so she may assure Vaughn or even Jack Brennan that Emma won't be a problem. You can bet Josslyn will plan to do whatever it takes to get the job done. In the meantime, Jordan Ashford will push Curtis Ashford to confide in someone else now that he's admitted he thinks Portia Robinson is lying to him. Since secrets are what blew up Curtis and Jordan's marriage, she won't be eager to hear complaints about his new wife. Even so, Curtis will convince Jordan to listen and will share concerns about the secrets Portia's keeping about Drew Kane. In Portia's office, Trina Robinson will be surprised to learn Portia wants Curtis to make peace with Drew. Portia will try to make excuses for her stance without raising too many suspicions and will eventually ask Trina about Kai Taylor. Trina may have some worries if Kai's recovery isn't progressing as fast as they might have hoped following his surgery. Kai has been making positive predictions, but he seems to be more concerned than he wants Trina to believe. At the Metro Court, Tracy Quartermaine will continue her discussion with Jason since she wants him to find her great-grandson. Jason will be offered a tempting trade since Tracy will be prepared to do something that might benefit Sonny Corinthos in return. Speaking of Sonny, he'll work to convince Laura Collins that sometimes it's worth making a deal with the devil. Of course, Jen Sidwell is the devil Sonny's referring to here now that he wants to buy Sonny's peers. Other General Hospital spoilers say Lulu will admit to Carly that she believes Gio Palmieri is Brooke Lynn Quartermaine and Dante Falconeri's son. Although Lulu will think she needs to spill this information, Carly will think she's making a huge mistake and will try to shut her down. Lulu may decide to give Dante updates on this stunning news anyway in the coming episodes. Today's next update, Tracy orders Lulu to back off Brooke Lynn, and Dalton picks his research assistant. Monday, May 12, 2025. Today on General Hospital, Anna and Chase practice for the ball. Laura learns of Sidwell's offer to Sonny and Jason discuss getting out of the business. Jordan stops by Lulu's house to meet Laura, as the mayor thought it would be a safe spot to talk. Jordan warns her that Sidwell, Drew and Tracy are teaming up to push Sonny out of Port Charles. She fears they are coming for her, too, in order to install Boyle as mayor. Laura is shocked that Tracy didn't defend her at this meeting and realizes she is in trouble, as Tracy has a lot of sway in this town. Jordan tells her not to give up, as Sidwell may come to her rescue. Jordan tells Laura about Sidwell's offer to Sonny to buy his peers, and Sonny is thinking it over. If Sidwell buys the peers, the referendum won't be about Sonny, and she'll be a shoo-in for re-election. Laura says that would make Sidwell the town's mob boss, and she'd chose Sonny over him any day of the week. Laura says Port Charles has always had a crime presence, and with Sonny in charge, things have been relatively peaceful for a long time. Jordan says that's why she's working undercover with Sidwell, to nail him when they can. Laura says, then we must worry about who comes after him. Jordan suggests they tackle one problem at a time. Laura asks her to be careful, and Jordan insists she knows what she's doing. Portia defends Drew. In Portia's office, the doctor argues with Curtis about writing an editorial on Drew. He wonders why she's defending him. Portia cries, "Because I have to." Curtis asks why. She claims she's doing it for him, as he has a clear bias here, so she's playing devil's advocate. She worries Drew could bring a lawsuit against him and Aurora, and this could backfire on him. Curtis says he'll consult his lawyers, but Portia feels it will look like he's going after Drew and his sweet, innocent girlfriend. She asks him, for her sake, to drop it. He asks, "What does this have to do with you?" Portia explains she's concerned about Willow, and this won't look good for the hospital having an employee in the spotlight. She argues they should let the public decide about Drew and Measure C. Curtis thinks she has a point, and lying low may make their lives easier. His assistant calls, and Curtis tells him they are not going to run the story on Congressman Kane for now. Later, Curtis meets with Jordan at the Brown Dog Bar. He tells her that he thinks his wife is lying to him. Meanwhile, Portia calls Drew and tells him she thinks he'll be pleased as Curtis is appearing to back off him. Tracy scolds Lulu. At the Metro Court, Tracy sits with Lulu and believes she's up to something, which has to do with Brooklyn. When they last talked, she could sense fear, panic, and pain in Brooklyn's voice. Lulu swears she didn't know Brooklyn was planning to adopt. Tracy says Lulu has known about Brooklyn giving up a baby for adoption and has been tormenting her ever since finding out. Lulu had no idea Tracy knew. Tracy explains Brooklyn told her, and also how Lulu found out about the child, and that she's been poking around in her life ever since. Tracy asks how she doesn't have compassion for the terrified teenager Brooklyn was, given that Lulu has been there. Lulu says she does have compassion for her, but it's more complicated. Tracy knows she made a mistake during Lulu's pregnancy, and she added to her burdens back then, but why does she want to add to Brooklyn's burdens now? Lulu promises she's not judging Brooklyn or adding to her burdens. Tracy asks why Lulu believes she should be involved in Brooklyn's decisions and past. Lulu believes Brooklyn should tell the father of her baby the truth. Tracy says that's not her business and asks how she'd feel if she had a big secret that Brooklyn found out and decided to produce a song about it. Lulu admits she wouldn't love it. Tracy thinks she needs to rethink things and kill her article. Lulu thinks that's unfair to her, and Brooklyn needs to let this go. Tracy asks her to do this for her, so Lulu agrees, but only for Tracy. Tracy thanks her, begins texting someone, and Lulu assumes Tracy is lining up more people to browbeat into submission. At a nearby table, Joss takes time to catch up with her mom and wants to know what is going on with her and Sonny. Carly admits Sonny had heart surgery, and it had to be kept quiet. She went with him to LA because she had to be there for him. Joss hopes there was no romantic reunion. Carly insists there wasn't, and she's with Jack now. On cue, Brennan shows up. Joss gets a text from her professor and says she must go, as she might be getting his summer research assistant position. She takes off, and Carly tells Brennan that she thinks Joss is coming around to him. Carly explains Joss has always been concerned that her closeness with Sonny will get her caught in the crossfire, but mentions how she has Brennan now, and she thanks him for all his help in LA. Brennan says he didn't do what he did for Sonny, but for her. Carly knows he's done a lot for her, and worries he might get in trouble with his superiors. Brennan assures her that he won't get in trouble. He's dedicated his life to the WSB and has the right to take some things for himself. She asks if she is one of those things. He tells her she's everything, and they lean in for a kiss. Suddenly, Lulu appears and tells Carly they really need to talk, in private, now. Dalton makes a decision. In Dalton's office, he informs Emma that he's sorry, but she didn't get the research position. Dalton tells her that her model is a mess, showing it to her. She insists this isn't her work, and something is wrong. She cries that her file must have gotten corrupted. Dalton says, unfortunately, he has to hire someone else, but she is still his top student. She explains she just really wanted that assistantship. Anna and Chase dance. At the rehearsal space for the nurses' ball, Brooklyn and Maxie are working with Anna and Chase on their performance, dancing the tango. Gio arrives to play the violin for them and apologizes for being late as he had a night. Gio fills them in on what happened with Rocco and Danny. The trio gets to work, and Brooklyn apologizes to Maxie for asking her to choose between her and Lulu. Maxie accepts her apology and asks what made her let go of whatever Lulu did this time. Brooklyn says she and Chase are starting the adoption process, which is forcing her to act like an adult. Maxie is glad it didn't come to her having to choose, as she could and would never choose between them. During a break, Emma shows up in tears and tells Gio that she didn't get the job with Dalton. She doesn't understand how her model got so screwed up. Gio suggests she show him the older version on her laptop, given that she wanted this so bad. She thinks it can't hurt, and thanks him for the advice. Maxie chats with Anna about Sidwell, and if she's found anything they should be concerned about. Anna hasn't, but says she will keep monitoring the situation with him and be prepared to extradite deception from him at a drop of a hat. Brooklyn and Chase reappear, and Brooklyn says it is time to see what they have. Gio plays as Chase and Anna dance, and Maxie tells Brooklyn that her man has moves. Maxie thinks this will be the performance of the night. Later, Anna and Maxie take off, and Chase asks Brooklyn to dance with him while Gio plays for them. Joss gets the job. In Dalton's office, Joss learns she has gotten his research assistant position. Joss thanks him and is sure she'll learn so much from him. He tells her there is a condition: she must sign an NDA and non-compete clause. She is happy to sign it, so he welcomes her aboard. Sunny and Jason plan their exit. At Sunny's, he tells Jason that he has a heart problem, and he's not passing up Sidwell's offer for his family's sake. This is their way out of the business. He can use that money to invest in more legitimate businesses. Jason wants out as much as Sunny does, but he can't help but feel that this is a trap. Sunny has concerns about Sidwell, too, but selling to Sidwell avoids any turf war over the peers, and he'll lay down the law with the other families. Jason doesn't know if they want to hand Port Charles over to someone so ruthless, and they could be putting targets on their backs. Jason wishes there were another way out. Sunny says Jason doesn't want the business, so he needs to sell to Sidwell. However, there is something he must know first. He needs to know Sidwell has not been the one out to get him. The show's final moments. At the Metro Court, Tracy meets with Jason and wants him to use his decades of criminal training for their family. She wants him to find her great-grandson. Emma turns up at Dalton's office and finds Joss filing papers. She asks what Joss is doing. Joss explains, "I work here." At Lulu's, she thanks Carly for coming here for privacy, and she needs to talk. She knows she has her opinions about blowing up Brooklyn's life like Robin did her and Jason's, but someone is lying, either Lois or Brooklyn or both. That is why she needs to find Dante's son. Laura stops by Sunny's, and he thanks her for coming. She asks if he's okay, and he lets her know he's had his surgery and is expected to fully recover. Sunny tells her he asked her here as Sidwell wants to buy his peers, and he's considering it. He says it would solve both their problems. On the next General Hospital, Anna warns Emma that she can't make an accusation like this. Jordan tells Curtis he may be better off confiding in someone else. Trina is shocked that her mother wants her father to make peace with Drew. Tracy offers to do something that will benefit Jason's friend Sunny. Sunny tells Laura that sometimes it's worth making a deal with the devil. Carly warns Lulu that she's making a huge mistake. Thanks for watching, General Hospital fans. If you're loving the drama in Port Charles, smash that like button, drop your theories in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. More explosive updates are coming soon.